What's up, guys? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys with this time. I know I'm coming off of the wild card picks with Dallas, but now I'm just gonna go ahead and me and Brendon are gonna go ahead and do the preview for the Seahawks versus Eagles wild card Sunday matchup in Philadelphia, round two for this season. Brendon, what's up, man?
Hey, Sam Dog, good to be back on your show. How's it going?
Well, it's going good so far, man. Just trying to keep up the good work. I know, congratulations on you getting to 800 subscribers, by the way. I'm up at so far at the 712, trying to keep on going up there. And make sure y'all haven't heard, you guys subscribe to Brendon Nelson as well if you haven't yet. Another diehard Seahawks fan like me, and really smart, realistic fan too, and we love doing these previews together. But now we're gonna get down into the business of what we have to try to do to keep our season alive and hopefully get out of Philadelphia for a hopeful potential another crack at San Francisco, which obviously our main focus right now is Philadelphia. So what's your first thoughts when it comes to this matchup, Brendon?
Well, I still have my eye on that Eagles defense because, especially on the front lines, they are strong there with guys like Fletcher Cox, Derek Barnett. They have some killers up there, and our offensive line, from week to week, you don't know what you're going to get. We still don't totally know what we're going to get from Joey Hunt from week to week. Jermaine Ifedi has some games, but then he regresses pretty quickly. So my main focus is just our offensive line versus their defensive line, because that front for Philly is still strong. But I think this time around in Philly, we should be able to exploit that secondary. In the first game we played against them, we couldn't because Lockett was not healthy and was basically just hobbling around out there. And Metcalf had a really bad game. He dropped 2 passes. He had another one just go right past his fingertips. He had a rough game in that one, and it really made the final score look a lot closer than it needed to be. But most teams that the Eagles have played this year take advantage of that weak secondary. So I like our chances to be able to do a little bit of damage there this time around. And that's the key for me.
Yeah, and then what about also, this time around we're not having Chris Carson and Rashad Penny this time, and now it's basically Marshawn Lynch, Travis Homer, and pending if Robert Turbin gets some playing time, is how much more will we see of Lynch and Homer in this game too. And then obviously, like you mentioned, take complete control, hitting that secondary hard. But obviously we need Lockett and Metcalf to have a big-ass game in this one too. And then, obviously our running attack, going up against guys like Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Derek Barnett, and then lining to have better protection of Russell Wilson. But another key thing is, what's the weather going to be like? Because I've been hearing rumors about snow and being cold and in the 30s for this game against the Eagles. Is the weather gonna be like that, and could there be a chance of snow in this game?
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that as well. I don't know if it's I don't know exactly what we're going to be looking at. Obviously, we're here on a Wednesday. We're several days away from that game, so I don't want to commit to anything too strong. But realistically, the fact that this team plays bad in poor weather, it's something that we need to learn how to overcome, because over the course of a season, even if you get home field advantage, even if things go your way in terms of the schedule, you're going to eventually start playing some games in bad weather, and if this team cannot overcome that, then that is a problem that needs to be addressed. So at some point, we are going to have to just tough it out. We are playing an Eagles team that, I'll get to this in a little bit here, but their offense it's crippled. Their offense is crippled. They shouldn't be able to score that many points. So this is an opportunity for this team to overcome that. And that's really what I'm looking for them to be able to do, because if we were to get a home game, the weather has not been very good up here in the Washington State lately either. So, even in that scenario, it's just something we have to learn how to play through.
Right, and then also this time around, obviously no Al Woods on the defense, and this time around, because remember we rested Jadeveon Clowney last time we played Philadelphia, and now Al Woods has a suspension. This time we got Clowney back, and the last time around when we were able to get pressure on Carson Wentz, we were able to force him to fumble the ball a few times and recover some of those, which Rasheem Green had one of those strips, and then we were able to force him to throw the 2 interceptions, and we stripped Dallas Goedert on one of those plays. It's like, I mean, if we can just get that pressure back with the pass rush and get pressure on Carson Wentz and force him to crumble under the pressure and force him to throw those interceptions and strip him and get those turnovers, that will be another key factor to winning this game, is if we can do that again. But mostly we got to capitalize when we're in the red zone, because the last time around I remember when Wilson missed Hollister on that one play early in the game in the 17-9 victory earlier. So it's more like we just got to capitalize more earlier, and when we're in the red zone on our opportunities, we can't take chances of overthrowing wide open guys. And then obviously defensive wise, it's like, can we repeat that performance and get pressure on them? Except this time, having Clowney and Jefferson back on the same line, and obviously with Jaron Reed disrupting the Eagles' run game over the middle, or just hopefully getting pressure on Wentz in general.
Now, the Eagles are missing their 2 best offensive linemen in this game. They have no Lynn Johnson and they have no Brandon Brooks. And the last time we played them, they made the mistake of trying to play Andre Dillard at left tackle, and he was not familiar with the position, and he got beat. I'm sorry, they tried to play him at right tackle, and he's used to playing left tackle. So that was something that he was not ready for, and Ezekiel Anza beat him several times before they finally benched him. But regardless, that Philly offensive line is missing their 2 best pieces in Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson. And that's honestly only scratching the surface of the problems they have on that side of the football right now. They have no receivers. Their number 1 receiver is Greg Ward, who played quarterback in college. They're missing their best tight end, Zach Ertz, very possibly. They're missing some of their best running backs. It is an offense that is crippled. But one difference is, when we played the Eagles the first time around, Wentz was not playing well at all, and he did not play well in that game, regardless of players he was missing. And now we're seeing Wentz actually play some pretty good football.
Exactly.
So I can't rule anything out, but if this defense cannot find a way to make some plays and do some good things against this offense, then there are very few offenses they can hope to have any success against. So we're getting Quandre Diggs back, supposedly. It looks like he's expected to suit up. That's what I've been hearing the last couple days. And we have seen that he elevates this defense from a bad defense to a defense that is at least average. He's been involved in a lot of turnovers this season, which is huge. He's almost always in the right position. And if he's part of the process on Sunday, I'm going to feel a lot better about our chances to shut down the Eagles' offense like we did last time.
Yeah, and another thing I'll feel more comfortable with is if we're able, we cannot have a slow start, but we need to just get off to a fast start and just not take our foot off the pedal. If we get off to a fast start, I'll feel good about this game. If we get off to a fast start, I'll feel good in the beginning. If we're just being more aggressive with the football on offense, and then being aggressive on defense, trying to put pressure on Carson Wentz and shutting down their receivers and run game, and hopefully forcing turnovers.
Yeah, if we can get out to a fast start, I mean, the best thing that the Eagles offense really has going for it right now is what they found with Miles Sanders and Boston Scott now, at least in the most recent game. Now, the Giants defense that Boston Scott had a big game against is not a very good defense, so I don't want to lend too much credence to that, but those 2 things, Miles Sanders and Boston Scott, are kind of the best things Philly has going for them right now. So if we can get out to a good start, if we can get up early, we can try to neutralize their ability to run the ball by forcing them into a pass-happy attack. And even though Wentz is playing good football right now, and Dallas Goedert has been also doing some very nice things at the tight end position, filling in for Zach Ertz, I don't think that Philly team is equipped to whip the ball around the field with a high octane passing attack right now. They're like I said, they're down their 3 best wide receivers. It's just a lot to overcome for any passing attack.
Who was the other tight end other than Goddard and Wentz? I mean, other than Goddard and Ertz that they had, there was some other tight end that
they do have one other guy. I can't recall his name. it is an offense that really likes to use tight ends. They were going two tight end a lot with Ertz and Goddard last season and earlier this season. But I'm not afraid of those of Dallas Goddard the same way I'm afraid of the truly great tight ends in the NFL.
Yeah,
like Zach Ertz, like George Kittle, like Travis Kelce, and so on.
Yeah.
But he's a very capable tight end, and we have a bit of trouble covering tight ends historically. So basically, a lot of this is going to be on the coaching staff. Can we get out to a fast start on the road in Philadelphia in what could be bad weather? This team rarely gets off to good starts. There are very few games we play where the offense comes right out and comes down the field and scores. So we just need to do the right things, because we saw in the second half against San Francisco, this offense can do good things.
It can, except this time we got to keep our foot on the pedal the entire time of the game.
And honestly, I like Travis Homer a lot. He impressed me a lot against the 49ers. I thought he was fine. I think Lynch can make some good plays like he did against the 49ers, but this team is not going to be able to ride the running game to any kind of success. Whatever success we will have or will not have this postseason does come down to the passing attack, because that's where all the resources are located. That's where we have a quarterback who we just gave $150 million. That's where we have a receiver who we gave a $30 million extension last year. That's where our star rookie is. That is where the resources have been put. That is where the talent is located. Now more so than ever. It's been that way pretty much all season long, but we are now officially down to the point where if the passing game does not get to thrive, we have a very, very small chance of being able to win any game. So hopefully the coaching staff realizes it going into this game.
Well, it's a brand new season now. Win, lose and go home, win and move on.
Yeah.
Every team is 0-0 now. Every team at this point now is 0-0.
I'll say I feel good about this game. That Eagles team is offensively has so many injuries. They should be able to take advantage of that. If they can't, that's really an indictment on this team's ability to prepare and game plan for specific opponents. We know exactly what they've got, and even though we have our own problems with some missing players right now, if you stack it all up on top of each other and compare, I don't even think it's all that close. The Eagles have the biggest injury problems in the league right now, outside of maybe the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
And to me, if we get Quandre Diggs back, the defense has no excuse. And even if Clowney, I don't know what we're going to get from Clowney for the rest of this season, because it's clear to me that he's not 100%.
Yeah.
But with Clowney or without Clowney, I expect this team to go out there and perform. And I do expect to win this weekend. I will say that much.
Well, let's hope so, but we can't overlook our opponents. No overlooking Philly, no sleeping on. Right now the focus is on Philly, but I also think this Seahawks team is going to go into this week pretty pissed off after what happened last week.
Yeah, you would hope so. You would certainly hope so. And, the Eagles, as much as I malign them for all the injuries that they're fighting through right now, they have played well lately. They've won several games in a row. They've come from behind in some of those games. They've had to fight through adversity in some of those games. And they won a game that a lot of people, myself included, didn't really expect them to win against Dallas to get to this game. So I'm certainly going to give them a lot of respect going forward. And to me, it's simply a matter of what is the game plan going to be, and is it going to be the right game plan to attack this particular Philadelphia squad?
Yeah. Did we basically square up everything now?
In my opinion, we did. We got to focus on unleashing the passing attack against that weak Eagles secondary, exploit them the way we could not exploit them in the first matchup, let Lockett get some catches this time, and defensively, I need to see us take advantage of that offensive line. Their offensive line is a shell of its former self. They're missing 2 Pro Bowlers.
But also for me,
to take advantage.
Also, defensively, you know what? This is what I want to see again defensively. Turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. This team struggles to get off the field on third down. This team struggles to generate a pass rush on passing downs. So the best way we can end possessions is to just take away the ball and give it right to our offense.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to get off the field when you struggle to rush the passers, and we're seeing that.
Yeah.
So if we can get back to some turnovers, I don't think we've had one for the last 2 games. We have a shot.
Yeah. All right then. I think we should go ahead and wrap this one up because now I think.
All right. Yeah. Keep an eye on that injury report going forward. We just have to hope for good news.
All right, and give me all your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe to Brendon Nelson as well. Just type in when you search for it, Brendon Nelson and Seahawks, and his channel will pop right on up. He's at the 800 subscriber mark, and if you're new, obviously hit up and subscribe my channel, hit that thumbs up button, and give us your thoughts on what you think we have to do to try to go out and win this game, and give us your thoughts on what we think for this game too. So anyway, thank you once again, Brendon.
All right, I'll see you next time.
All right, and remember, if you ain't with it, you ain't infamous, and as always, go Seahawks.